Hey, good Thursday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday's Market SITREP or Situation Report here at Top Gun Options. I'm Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz. Big day here at Top Gun Options. Got our members only weekly debrief at 10 a.m. We're going to debrief the week and our trades and everything that we knocked out. And then, just as important, at noon, high noon on the East Coast of these once United States, we're going to do a free live trade brief. Look at this. There's already 629 folks registered for this free brief called Trading the Death Star Solo Amazon. This is a free brief, folks. All you need to do to register is head to go.topgunoptions.com/solo-brief. Okay, right there. Go.topgunoptions.com/solo-brief. It's Solo Amazon and it's a brief. That's where that comes from. Today at noon. This is the only stock you need to own, folks. And if you just sat there and went, that sounds dumb, well, guess what? Diversification is for chumps. It's for people who don't know what they're doing. That's what Warren Buffett said. Well, that's kind of paraphrased. But, folks, I'm going to teach you who and why you've been taught to, quote, diversify your entire investing career and why that's wrong. It is absolutely wrong. Wall Street has been lying to you, folks. I know, geez, pick yourself up off the ground, right? That Wall Street has been lying to you. Full of criminals, folks. They push their own mother in front of a bus for $1. I couldn't stand Wall Street, folks. Couldn't stand it. Going from the military and an organization where you trust, you're trusted and you trust with your life, or you're not in that organization, by sundown, right? You're gone. The exact opposite on Wall Street. But I'll talk to you about that. But make sure you register for our free brief this afternoon. All right, real quick. Well, it's not funny anymore. Okay, so I apologize for my chuckle. But did you see this town hall, CNN? I just said that the president it completely came off kilter for 40 seconds, had no idea where he was, and just rambled. Remember that press conference under Donald Trump? The White House doctor, Navy captain, was grilled after he did Trump's physical, grilled for over an hour, frothing at the mouth, reporters ripping the White House doctor apart about whether or not Donald Trump was mentally fit to be president. Remember that press conference? Not a word out of the liberal mainstream media about this type of stuff. This man is in charge of one of the largest stockpiles of nuclear weapons on the planet. You okay with that? Dude doesn't even know where he is. Good stuff. Speaking of not knowing where he is, China rejects the World Health Organization proposal for second phase of COVID-19 origin probe. Oh, that's a shock. China funds the World Health Organization, and so clearly they're not going to do anything. Folks, matter of fact, I love China, man. You know what they did? They demanded the World Health Organization actually investigate Fort Detrick, Maryland. That's where the COVID came. I love this. It deny, and then counter-accuse. This was brilliant on China's part, right? Donald Trump was asleep at the switch, waited too long to call it the China virus. Remember at the beginning? The media actually was. Jim Acosta. You can search the internet, or maybe you won't be able to find it anymore, but there was somebody put together this video of all the liberals in the media when this thing started calling it the China virus, because Trump didn't want to call it the China virus because he had just gotten the trade deal and was riding high and didn't think this was going to be a thing. Then when he knew it was going to be a thing and needed a boogeyman, he switched to calling it the China virus, and I don't trust Xi, and then the media flopped too. Just the hypocrisy in the media and on the right and on the left is stifling. But anyway, guys, and then watching Fauci, close enough, Fauci just lie in front of Congress about gain-of-function research it's a disgrace. You lie in front of Congress, you go to jail, right, for perjury. But other folks do it, and they get book deals, and they go on CNN. So, but why am I ranting about this? Well, guys, here we go with the Delta variant. Actually, we're past Delta. They're already coming out with the Lambda, not the Tri-Lambs, the Lambda variant. Folks, it's a virus. It mutates. This is what it does. Okay, I love the country of Singapore. Been to Singapore a couple times. Beautiful country, great people. They said, we're done. It's been relegated. It's lowered to flu. It's going to be seasonal. It's going to happen. Take your precautions. Live your life. So good job, Singapore. Christine Lagarde, just sitting here watching her press conference on Bloomberg. ECB keeps policy unched, revises forward guidance, but is less dovish than expected. What are we looking at here? The Fed ramps up debate over taper timing and pace. Oh boy. So Christine Lagarde and uh, Jerome are starting to maybe sort of kind of think about what? Tapering their asset purchases, folks. He's spending $120 billion a month on mortgage-backed securities and treasuries, 80 and 40. 80, don't you wish you could print your own money in your basement and buy your own debt? And 40 billion in mortgage securities. I thought the housing market was on fire. Wow, we're just still going to keep pumping made up money into this economy. Folks, this is absolutely based. So let's go back to what happened this week since we're kind of doing a little weekly debrief. All the idiots in the financial media told you what? The reason this market imploded was the Delta variant. Dun, dun, dun. Hide under your bed. Okay, so we cured it in the past 2 days? I love the financial media, folks. If you can't trade or invest, you go on CNBC and become a commentator. They have no idea what you're talking about. Last week, CNBC headline: "The silver lining to inflation? Question mark. Higher wages." Yay, I got a 2% raise. Inflation is at 5%. But I got a raise. Okay, good stuff. Go back to school. So, like I said, another day of gains as the futures trade within 1% of all-time highs. The market feels that absolutely nothing bad can happen ever again. Do you know when the last time we had a 5% pullback was in this market? October. I'm telling you that this September and October is going to be an absolute shit show. I told you back here, I said I am bullish for the next 3 to 6 months and then game over. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming. I'm not the crazy guy on the exit ramp of I-95 sitting there with the end is near sign. I'm going to be right. I'm not a Harry Dent dude that says the market's going to implode for 20 years and then every time it does go, hey, see, I was right. No, I've been bullish. I called the bottom of this market last March. It was a Thursday morning, like today, getting on the weekly debrief. I said, we're done being bearish, get bullish. It was the week we got 6 million. It was the Thursday morning where we got 6 million jobless claims. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to pound this market into the dirt. 3, 2, 1. Here comes Jerome Powell with the biggest financial nuke ever in history. And I'm like, oops, done being bearish. Let's get bullish. Subtle plug. Where are you going to be able to see that? Bum, bum, bum. You're going to be able to read about that in my new book, COVID Crash from Panic to Profit. I'm almost done. I'm knocking out the forward. I got some people to thank and write, but the book is done. It's been edited. It's going. COVID Crash from Panic to Profit is coming out. Very excited about that. Maybe you can get your copy at our foundation's viewing party for Maverick on November 20th. You want to be in Fort Lauderdale, folks. We rented the IMAX at downtown, only 300 seats. Everybody's got to be in a flight suit. We're going to have a little cocktail reception before we're going to watch the movie, and then we're coming to this hangar right here with fighter jets, with muscle cars, with DJs, with food, VIPs, and we're going to have an after party at the hangar. It's going to be epic. TopGunFighterFoundation.org/movie-event. We will have military VIPs, very famous military VIPs. We'll have some people who, man who most likely will be president of the United States soon enough. And we'll have some VIPs from Hollywood, good buddies of mine that make some very great shows. You do not want to miss this event. But as briefed, the economy is expected to cool from here. I absolutely believe that. Bitcoin is in trouble. Bitcoin is failing its first inflation test. Well, whiz, it was up. It got back above 30 grand yesterday because Elon Musk and Jack Dorsey, the Unabomber, were talking about it. That's what you invest in, is stuff that moves around based on billionaires on Twitter. Good luck with that. But hey, man, if it's a day of the week that ends in Y, every dip will be bought. I told you to buy this dip. I called this. Remember, last week I said we're going back down to the 50. Nailed it. And I said also buy that dip. Every one of these have been buy the dip. Unlike last year, all the smart money told you to buy the dip on the way down. I told you not to. I said sell every one of those dips. Absolutely fantastic year of trading. That's why you're going to want to come this afternoon and see what we're doing in our solo Amazon service. Go.topgunoptions.com/solo-brief. I got to get going. I got to do our weekly debrief at 10. And then I will see all the free folks. If you want to check out what we do here at Top Gun Options, or at least in this service, this is separate than our Full Throttle. I will see you at noon. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. Namaste.